How good are motorbikes? I mean, how good are motorbikes? They're bloody terrific. And you know, adventure bikes, a lot of people want to get into this segment, but you need like a step ladder and a 5-foot inseam to get on top of a KTM 1290. Those things are bloody enormous. And that's the idea behind something like this, the Himalayan from Royal Enfield. This is the most approachable adventure bike I've ever seen. It's tiny. Look at the seat height there. Anyone can get on this, from you know, from the lady riders to the short of limb, people with Duck's disease. It's easy to ride. It's only got 25 odd horsepower, which sounds anachronistic, and in a way it is. Royal Enfield's always been about these kind of classic style bikes that go back to the essence of motorcycling. There is like zero electronics on this puppy, no traction control here, not that you need it, no ABS. It's just pure, simple motorcycling. Get on and ride. As someone who's ridden a few Royal Enfields before, you've probably seen some of those videos, this is the best Royal Enfield I've had anything to do with. The new long stroke motor, I think it's a 411cc, something like that. It's got a balancing shaft in it. I can't tell you how much that balancing shaft does to make this bike a more pleasant ride. You get on a classic 350 or a classic 500 or a Bullet and put those things on the freeway, you feel like you're beating the shit out of them. You feel like you're being actively cruel to the motorcycle. On this bike, this will hold 120 on the highway, no worries. It is smooth. It feels almost, dare I say it, almost Japanese smooth on the highway. You do not feel like you're abusing this bike, and that's a wonderful thing. So yes, 25 horsepower. It's got a bit of adventure capability. These tyres are made by a company called Seat. That is apparently a company that makes tyres. They're slightly adventure-y. Not a whole heap of grip when things get really, really slick and rough, as some of the blokes discovered on this 2-day ride we've been on.
It'll get there eventually.
But they actually do a really good job on the road. In fact, we had a bit of a fang down the Great Ocean Road, and I've got to say, for a 25 horsepower basic motorcycle like this, I was dragging pegs left, right and centre. I was having an absolute blast. And it's bikes like this that they just remind you that maybe there's more to motorcycling than 200 horsepower and, you know, bikes that have twice as much power and 7 times less weight than your family car. But it's a modern version of the Royal Enfield. That's the thing. This is the first Enfield that feels like it was made after 1980, and I reckon that's a great direction for the brand. So yeah, $6,990 right away in Australia. I think they're worth about 4 cups of coffee and a roll of toilet paper in India. I don't know if they're going to bring them to the United States, so that's a pity for you Americans out there, but this is a really cheap, really approachable, very friendly introduction to adventure that I think a lot of people are going to love. You know, I don't think this is the best looking of the Royal Enfields. Some of those classics and Bullets and stuff, they might actually get you laid for riding those things. And the bloke who buys a Himalayan nobody because of his motorbike. But there is a certain sort of Indiana Jonesy kind of charm to it, which maybe it'll pull some chicks or dudes or goats or whatever it is you're into these days, I don't know. Anyway, top speed around 135 on a downhill, around 115, 120 on an uphill with me on it. Yeah, look, lots of fun, very basic, super friendly. You'd put your grandma on this thing and send her off down a dirt road. You might not ever see her again, but that happens with grandmas sometimes. So yeah, anyway, Royal Enfield Himalayan. I've had a really, really good time on this little thing, and I think a lot of other people will as well. So catch you later.